Hi Aquarius, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own current life circumstances. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below, where you can find the current list of reading services I offer. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aquarius, I'll be channeling messages for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie it together as usual with the cards. So Aquarius energy here for mid-September. I see some of you needing to decompress. There's something here stressing you out or has been. Like there's high levels of stress getting to you. And there's a pursuit throughout the next weeks in terms of channeling this stress, this nervous energy into something constructive instead of the destructive way. So you're presented with two paths, two options here in terms of your actions and the dynamics you are involved with. And I see you very, very sensitive and tempted to snap, to lose your patience, to lose it, because you could be actually dealing with situations where you have like reached your limits, where you haven't processed or you avoid dealing with it in the beginning stages, and now it became like an upscale situation or a snowball situation, right? It's like side effects of something that you should have addressed, or now you see you should have addressed prior to things getting to this level. So there's almost like a climax or an intensity of a situation here. But for some of you, you could be losing your patience and lashing out, but then at the same time feeling better after you do so. So this venting could end up creating as well here an opportunity for you not only to feel better, but also to feel like you've, took things out of your mind and out of your system, things that you believe are the right things to be said or to be done, even if in the ways you're delivering this could be more rude or more violent, intense, aggressive. You still feel like the fact that you're spitting it out is for the best, even if you're not doing it in the most cordial manners. So here it's about being polite, being diplomatic or not, going, the rough way or the soft way. And some of you, I feel like for some of you Aquarius, you don't care that much about how something is going to land on the other side. So this is definitely something you will express to someone or several people, or in an environment you're just, you're done with, or you're very, I feel like for some it's like you are feeling boxed, trapped in a system that you want a way out. So it could be about work here, or about just repetitive dynamics in your life, being in family, with friends, in your love life, whatever it is for each of you. I just feel like these repetitive cycles are so much getting to you that you feel like you need to be the one stopping this constant spin in the same direction. Because I see that there's a lot of chaos or movement, but it goes around and around in the same way, and you want to change, or you want to feel like you have a say, you have a way to affirm and state your needs and your opinions and your advocate for your rights in the midst of all of this. So you don't want to lose track of your individual claims in the midst of whatever chaos this is. So your individuality right now is also extremely important. and not feeling like you're losing yourself. That's it. You don't want to feel like you're losing yourself in the middle of whatever this is. And maybe that's what has been happening here. You have felt that you've been losing a little bit like connection or reference with who you are at a core level. And some of you are also taking this time to connect with things that make sense to you, that remind you of you, or remind you of a phase or an era of your life where you felt mostly like yourself, or connected to your essence, connected to the core being. And that core being is wanting to come out. Just that it might come out in a way or in a moment that might feel inappropriate. That's mainly what I'm seeing here. But also at the same time, I don't feel like you're very much concerned about this, like maybe before you were. Because I also see like right now you might not care as much as anymore, because there's a little bit of a feeling like something is not right. 7 of Swords. Yeah, something is not as it should be, or there's something in the air that feels fake, feels deceptive, feels cunning, feels wrong, feels untrustworthy, feels like manipulation, lies. So it's almost like you're realizing that you are in a situation that does not have a frequency you want to be a part of or you want to sustain, or you're actually uncovering some sort of deception here. And that's it. That's the trigger point. Either you're uncovering a deception or a lie. And the fact that you're finding something out is like that trigger to get you to act upon it. To take like this seriously enough to place an ending. Or walk away or distance yourself from something. 7 of Swords and 10 of Swords. There's definitely a little bit of a feeling of betrayal here. But it could be self-betrayal, as I was speaking on, where you feel like you have been neglecting yourself, neglecting your dreams, your needs, and who you are, or not using your voice, not saying or expressing things as you think and as you feel. And this is also connected with perhaps family situations, conveniences, expectations. Some of you feel a little pressured, or you have been feeling pressured and oppressed by family expectations or society. You have been filling up here on roles that you don't want to feel on anymore. Maybe there's a little bit of a change of perception in terms of what you should be and who you want to be, and the difference between these two. There's a gap between who you thought you should be and who you really are, and who you really want to be, and coming to terms with that version of the person you want to be right now and being okay with that. But also some of you could be facing some sort of disappointments, disconnections with family, or family expectations, or groups of people that feel like family. Or if you work for a big company, it could be as well like several groups of people. You could be walking away from a situation where you feel like money, status, or appearances were placing you or holding you back from pursuing whatever it is you want. And you could also be turning to those support systems to help you cope with something that feels a little harsh, because for some there's indeed an ending or termination here. So it could be the ending of a contract, of a relationship, or of a situation that, even though you feel it's for the best, because it does not align with truth, it still hurts. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.